was born in Mississippi, which is where my mom is from. We moved to Connecticut when I was a toddler, and we were in a family that always talked about issues in government and politics, and it was just something that grabbed me very, very early on. The 60s and 70s were very interesting times. We had not just the war in Vietnam, which I was opposed to, but the civil rights movement, and then the growing movements for women's rights, consumer issues, environmental issues, and so it was a very exciting time to be young and active in politics, and in some ways not dissimilar to the last few years. So I started working in campaigns as a volunteer as a teenager, and when I went to college and law school, was able to take time off from time to time to work full-time in campaigns, and so I kind of learned the ropes of politics. But what always drove me, the politics is interesting, campaigns can be exciting and energizing, but driven me is this very strong interest in issues. And in addition to my law degree, I got a master's degree in public policy from the Kennedy School of Government, and was fortunate when I grew up in Greenwich, which is very Republican, and I knew was unlikely to win anything in Greenwich. So I moved to Stanford when I got out of law school. Dan Malloy, who's about my age, we were about 6 months apart. He moved back into Stanford. He grew up in a political family in Stanford, and we became good friends. We were in our mid-20s, good friends, and eventually down the road, and political allies, working together on campaigns. In the early 90s, before he was mayor, we worked in the same small law firm, so I go way back with Dan. So that's kind of what got me going, and I was fortunate to be elected to the Connecticut House of Representatives when I was 31, and served 16 years in the Connecticut General Assembly, 12 of the 16. In 1990, I was a state representative, and I helped Dick Blumenthal, who was the then state senator from Stanford, get the nomination for Attorney General, and I took his seat in the state Senate, served 12 years in the state Senate, including 6 as majority leader of the Senate.